Hey, is this thing on? Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My first 12-week year is officially complete. And yes, I said my first because I am definitely sticking with this 12-week year goal setting program. It has made such a huge impact in my life personally, and I know so many of you have also been following along, so thank you so much for being a part of this journey with me and really working hard to reach your goals in this shorter amount of time, and in the process of that, also working to shift your mindset on how goal setting works and how achievement and success actually looks to you. I have learned so much about myself throughout this process, and I honestly did not expect that to be the case. I thought I was just trying something new and I was just gonna see how it goes. If I made it, I made it. If I didn't, I didn't. But then once I started seeing the positive benefits and the impact that it was making in my life, I was like, oh, I am definitely sticking to this. So I'm really excited to start my next 12-week year. I am going to take off from the goals for the remainder of the year and just enjoy the last couple of weeks of December. But January, we are back at it. I'm so excited. I'm actually going to be introducing a challenge through the Pembio app where we all get to participate in the 12-week year together and support each other throughout that process. There's going to be check-ins and it's going to be really, really great. I think it's a fantastic opportunity for us to connect as a community and to be that support system. I feel like I have found really through this process, a support system is so important and not everyone has that built in. So if we don't have it built in, then why not go ahead and create it? So in January, I will definitely be sharing some more information about the next 12-week year and the challenge and how we're all going to work together. If you are excited about the challenge, please comment down below something like I'm in, ready for the challenge, so that I know that you are excited to kick things off with me in January. Now back to this 12-week year. It's done. Okay, I want to say I have them here on my clipboard and all of my notes. I just printed it out, which was great too. The simplified Google Drive document that I created, I hope a lot of you grabbed it. It was a freebie, so if you haven't grabbed it, please do so. I'll make sure that I link it down below. And check out that video as well for the simplified 12-week year. And if you want to check out my 6-week update and then come back to this video and kind of see how the entire process worked out for me. I'll try to link them up here so they'll pop up for you, and then I'll also have them linked at the end of the video if you missed those, because all the content really goes together. And it's really nice for me to be able to see my progress from when I started the 12-week year, how I was doing halfway in at 6 weeks, and where I am now. So I had 5 different goals. The first one was my health goal. I wanted to work out at least 4 days per week and lose 5 pounds during that process. My home goal was to install the outdoor cameras for the backyard and the patio area. My finance goal was to research a Roth IRA and, if it was a good fit, to move my retirement funds from other companies that I worked for in the past over to that so it can continue to grow. My business goal was to reach 500 subscribers here on YouTube, and that is working toward my larger goal of monetizing my channel, which will be when I reach 1,000 subscribers, and I am so excited for that day. And also, I just want to take a moment to say thank you if you have subscribed to my channel. It's so exciting and it's very motivating for me. It keeps me going. I love that the advice that I share on here has been helpful for you, and I'm excited to continue to grow the community. So definitely, if you have not subscribed, push the button, it's right there, and then also hit the like button, which is the thumbs up, so that other people who like similar content can be directed to my channel and we can all continue to grow in the community. And my personal goal was to spend more time alone doing things that are important to me. So let's get into an update on everything. Before we start, I would love to know in the comment section, do you think I reached all 5 goals? And you can also use the information from my halfway update at 6 weeks to see if maybe I used the rest of my 6 weeks to get where I needed to be. But if you've already dropped your comment below, let's get into the actual results. Okay, first up, health. So yes, I did get to the point of working out at least 4 days per week. I was doing really good week 1 through 4, and then I kind of fell off of that pattern like weeks 5 through 8, but I put notes in here. That's the great thing about this document that I created. There's areas for notes. So I can see what did I do that actually impacted how things were going for me and that made change possible. So on week 8, I worked on a new plan and I scheduled my workouts. So Monday was focused on Pilates, Tuesdays I was doing spin on my Peloton, Wednesday was my rest day, Thursdays I did weights, I started lifting with barbell, and on Fridays I walked. So I knew exactly what I was going to be doing each day of the week, and that made it so much easier for me to actually follow through. It's scheduled, it's part of my routine. I don't have to think about what workout I'm doing today or what type I'm doing. I already know I can look back at my list and I can make progress in that area. So that was extremely helpful for me. Now, of course, this was a 2-part goal with working out 4 days a week. My goal was to lose 5 pounds. That did not happen, but I did lose like 1.5 pounds. But overall, I'm just really proud that I was able to stick to the program, get a workout routine that really works for me, that I really enjoy. And I also have a video that I'm going to be sharing in January that details a bit more about my workout routine if you want to get started with something simple. It's actually really fun and really refreshing and very easy to follow. So be sure to check that video out once I upload it. My next goal was to install the outdoor cameras for the backyard and patio area. Okay, I told y'all in my 6-week update, I got the ladder, it's in the house, and I keep seeing it. I'm gonna bring it out there, or I'm gonna delegate it to my husband. What I should have done first was actually look at the camera. It wasn't even a camera that needed to be hung. It's like a stick-up camera, so you can literally just stick it on the wall, or you can stick it to a surface. So I stuck it to one of the tables out on the patio, and it has worked out really well. When did I get that done? Like every week was like minus sign, pretty much. When the weather got cooler, that was very helpful. I do live in Houston, Texas, and it's hot all the time. It's hot now and it's December. So definitely a lot of minus signs. But in week 9, I opened the camera. So I finally opened the box and realized, oh, this is actually just a stick-up camera. And I charged it, and then I got it hung up during week 11. So I was like, oh, I didn't hang it. I got it stuck to the table in week 11. So I was barely there, but I made it. I don't know why that one was just like, I don't feel like doing it. It was the simplest thing, and I just didn't feel like actually getting around to it. But it is done. It is outside, and I'm glad to have that extra bit of security as well. Next up is my finance goal. This was another one that I was dragging my feet on. So I don't like to do like non-fun home projects, and I don't like to dig into all like the deep finance things, but it has to be done. So my goal was to research Roth IRA and move my retirement funds. Okay, maybe this is not completely done during the 12 weeks. I would say this is the one that like I didn't do as good on because I only did half and half. So I do have a IRA account now. Also, I learned there are different types of IRA accounts. So there was a Roth and then there was a rollover. I needed to do a rollover IRA because I needed to roll over retirement funds from other companies and combine them all together. So I chose to go with Fidelity. I don't know if it's Fidelity or Fidelity, however you pronounce it, but I feel like they have a very good reputation. The research that I did on that bank seemed like, you know, my money's not gonna go missing, everything's gonna stay in order. And it was also super easy to do. They have options where you can work with an advisor to walk you through the process and all the different steps, or you also are able to do it yourself. I chose to do it myself. Everything is broken down into very simple, easy to understand language. So I just followed along, and I would say 5 to 10 minutes, I completely set up my rollover IRA account and it's ready to go. The hardest part was like finding a username that hadn't been used before, and you can't use your name as like either. So that was kind of tricky for me trying to set that up. But honestly, if that's the hardest part, I do not have anything to complain about. So that was another one that took me a minute. I didn't get that done until week 11, and I did sign up for a 401k class at my current company, and I did not put it on my calendar. This is what happens when I don't schedule things, and I missed it because I completely forgot about it. So I do want to circle back to that and continue to learn more about retirement, but I'm excited. I've got the account set up. So the other part of the goal that I didn't quite get was to move my retirement funds over from companies that I've worked for in the past. So I have all that information filed away, and I have some time off coming up. So I'm definitely going to use that time to keep working toward this goal and get everything moved into my new account. But it is set up and it's ready to go. So I'm officially investing in my retirement, and I'm very excited about that. Oh, and also for my finance goal, there was another thing I wanted to mention. One of the subscribers, shout out to you, because they sent me a message. I think that was on like week 8. And they were like, oh, hey, have you found like the retirement account yet? And I was like, oh, let me actually get started on that. So thank you so much. Y'all definitely hold me accountable, and I really appreciate this community. And just if you're like, hey, you said this, you were gonna do this, like, please keep me accountable and remind me of these things, because it's helping me so much to reach towards my goals. Next up is the business goal. Y'all, we did it. I am so excited. We actually hit 500 a while ago. So week 10, I was so excited. I got an email from YouTube. I posted it on Instagram. It was just a very proud moment for me. I set this goal when I was not even close. What did we start? We started with 26. 12 weeks ago, I had 26 subscribers, and now I am well on my way to 600, which means we surpassed the 500 goal quite some time ago. And that is all thanks to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. It's just such an exciting process to see that my channel is growing, and it's growing pretty quickly, and I'm so excited about that. Again, if you are not part of the community, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. That would be amazing. The next goal, I will be sharing my new number goal in my next 12-week year video. But for now, let's just keep it growing, and I'm very, very grateful to each and every one of you for being here and being a part of this growth. And so many people commented like, I want to help you reach your goal. I'm subscribing. Yes, like, let's get there. I appreciate that so, so much. The fact that we don't even know each other in a personal way for a lot of my subscribers, but you felt enough, like you cared enough to help me reach a goal that was important to me. Like, that means so, so much, and I am so, so, so appreciative of you and grateful for you, and I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. So a couple of things too, I was taking notes, because there's apparently like an algorithm on YouTube. I don't know, it's a lot to keep up with. So I was trying to see what different things were helping with my growth. So week 3, I had 62 subscribers, so I started to post YouTube shorts, and then there was a huge jump. It like almost tripled, or did it triple? Y'all, I know I taught math very briefly, but I can't do this math in my head yet. But it got to 238 within that 1 week. And the things that really helped was posting YouTube shorts, and also being very consistent with posting my Sunday videos, my weekly dose of self-improvement every Sunday at the same time. And that kind of like tells YouTube, hey, like, this girl's actually serious about her channel. She has good quality content to share, so let's go ahead and push it out to more people. And then of course, all of you were liking my videos, and that also helped push it out to more people. So that thumbs up definitely has some power. And then I got a microphone. So again, a lot of great tips from the community, like, hey, your audio sometimes is a little bit off. We can't quite hear you. It may like fade in places. So I was like, okay, if this is what I want to do, I have to invest in it. So I got a microphone, and that has fixed all of my audio issues, and I'm so glad that my audio is so much better, and I think that improved the quality of my videos as well. So people would want to watch a little bit longer, and they were very invested in the process. Then from there, I just kept straight and steady, making sure that I was as consistent as I could possibly be, sharing my videos every single week, trying out YouTube shorts, being very engaging. If you send me a comment, I will try my best to make sure that I respond to you. I really appreciate all of the comments and all the likes and just all the things that you all do for my YouTube channel. So I could go on and on and on forever, but basically, thank you. We did it. We hit the goal of 500. We actually surpassed it, so gold star. And let's see what the next 12-week year brings in regards to the channel. And finally, my last goal was my personal goal, which was to spend more time alone doing things that are important to me. And I actually did. It was hard in the beginning. There were a lot of minuses. I had some pretty busy weekends, especially like October, November time. But week 5, I took a week off from work. So I really did not have, I love my job, but it's still very time consuming. So it was nice to have that time back for myself and to figure out what I wanted this personal time to really look like for me. And then week 8, I went on a little vacation. I did not go alone. I went with my sister-in-laws, who I am obsessed with, and we had the best time. And part of our trip was in a little beach town. There was not a ton going on, and it was so nice just to like stop and reflect. Like, we would roll down the street blasting the new Taylor Swift album, windows down, wind in my hair. Great time. time. So I really liked, I'm noticing that even though I'm not necessarily alone, doing things that are low stress that just make me feel very invigorated have been so helpful in boosting my energy and making sure that I'm taking time to really focus and take care of myself. Week 9, I said no. Sure did. So people were like, hey, do you want to do this? Can you come here? Can you do it? I can't do it. And it was hard because I like people. But I'm very extroverted, but I do not get my energy from necessarily being around people. Like, I need a moment to be introverted and take some time for myself. So I said, I can't go. And it was great. I really could not go. Like, my mind and my body needed to rest. I took the time for myself. I think I watched like One Tree Hill reruns, ate Chinese food in bed, ate chocolate turtles. I ate a lot of things now that I'm thinking about it, but it was just really fun. I cleaned my house, like, just to stop and reset and focus on the small things sometimes. So that one's still definitely a little bit shaky, just because I am typically very busy, but I really appreciate like everyone in my life, my friends and my family, who are like, girl, it's okay. Take some time for yourself. Like, we're good. Everything's gonna be fine. And of course, my husband has been so helpful throughout this process too. He's like, what can I do? So taking care of like a bit more of the household responsibilities, the dishes and stuff like that. There's something about that kitchen. I feel like I just wash the dishes and then I cook and it looks like I've done nothing because there's a whole new pile of dishes. So having his help with that was really, really good. I definitely noticed that I wanted to find my self-care a bit more and schedule out more time for that. I have implemented Say No Weekend, which just like scheduling other things and plans to do with people, I schedule a weekend where I say no. I'm like just focused on myself and spending some time alone that weekend, and that has been very, very helpful throughout this process. So it's definitely like a slow progress item for me on my goals list, but having it be a part of this 12-week year was so helpful because it's that constant reminder for me, checking it off or putting a plus or minus sign every week, and also notes of kind of like what was going on really helped me to see a pattern and helped me to reflect and kind of move a bit differently as I move forward to take some more time for myself. So that is the 12-week year update. It was amazing. If you have not tried the 12-week year, don't waste any more time. Go ahead and try it. You are not going to regret it. And you're going to see the amazing benefits and the growth opportunities that come up in your life. And you're going to feel really great about yourself and really accomplished as well. So definitely grab your own copy of the simplified document that I created. It's in the description box below. It is completely free. And just thank you so much again for being here, for always checking in on my weekly updates, my weekly dose of self-improvement. And I hope that it's really made an impact in your life as much as it has made an impact in mine. So again, thank you so much. 12 weeks down, forever to go. And I'll see you all next week. Like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on Instagram at Affirmations with Amber.